Hey guys! Travis Perry has already decided to transfer. But where is this guy going? This portal is crazy. Does it seem like he has another favorite school according to analysts? Let's see. In the case of Travis Perry, the current narrative is a faithful reflection of this basketball dynamic, with Vanderbilt emerging as the top destination for the young point guard who recently entered the transfer portal after his stint at Kentucky. Although the final decision has not yet been officially announced, signs point to Nashville as the player's new home, in a chapter that promises to be remarkable for both him and the Commodores. Perry's departure from Kentucky came as a surprise to many, considering his potential and the visibility that the program provides. During his freshman season, he demonstrated skills that justified the expectations generated by his recruitment as a four-star prospect. Despite his limited time on the court, an average of 9.7 minutes per game, Perry has shown some flashes of brilliance, such as his performance against Vanderbilt, when he recorded 6 points and 2 assists in 26 minutes as a substitute starter. These flashes indicate that, with more opportunities and a place in a system that suits his characteristics, he could blossom into one of the most promising names of his generation. Vanderbilt's interest reflects the recognition of the value that Perry can bring to the program. The Commodores are on the rise in the SEC, and the addition of a versatile player with good three-point shooting ability, 32.1% shooting last season, could be exactly the reinforcement needed to further boost the team. Robbie Weinstein of Vandy247's prediction that Perry will commit to Vanderbilt is not out of the blue. It is a strategic move that makes sense for both the player and the program. However, the path to this point has not been exclusive to the Commodores. Other SEC prospects, including Ole Miss and Maryland, have also expressed strong interest in Perry. Ole Miss, under Chris Beard, had already tried to recruit the point guard during his high school years, while Maryland, now led by Buzz Williams, made a significant move by welcoming Perry for an official visit. These programs represent solid options, but it appears that Vanderbilt has managed to gain a foothold in the race, likely because it offers a unique combination of athletic and academic opportunities. For Kentucky, Perry's departure represents a significant loss, especially as Coach Mark Pope looks to cement his legacy at the helm of the program. Since taking over the Wildcats, Pope has worked tirelessly to maintain the team's tradition of excellence, and the departure of a player with Perry's pedigree certainly leaves a void on the roster. However, it's important to note that college basketball is a game in which talent is constantly being renewed. The focus now will be on how Pope and his staff find new recruits. If the prediction is confirmed, and Perry does indeed sign with Vanderbilt, the matchup between the Wildcats and the Commodores in the 2025-26 season will take on special contours, not only because of the natural rivalry within the SEC, but also because of the player's personal story, who will face his former teammates and the program where he began his college basketball journey. This type of storyline usually captures the attention of fans and adds extra excitement to the games, making them true spectacles. Each pick, each transfer, and each new commitment carries with it the promise of new stories and possibilities. For Perry, the next chapter seems to be being written in Nashville, where he will have the chance to show his potential. And for Kentucky, the certainty remains that, even in the face of changes, the search for glory remains unwavering. Do we have a Draymond Green on the roster? According to Pope, yes. Let's see. During his interview with John Rothstein, Pope was full of praise for the player Diubat who arrives from Alabama, comparing him to none other than NBA All-Star Draymond Green, one of the most remembered names when it comes to defensive versatility and intelligence in the game. This comparison already carries enough weight to generate huge expectations about what Diubat can offer the team next season. Diubat's history with Kentucky last season was decisive in catching Pope's attention. Not only did he stand out for his offensive numbers, but also for his ability to neutralize important threats, such as Otega Owe, in crucial moments. Alabama's victory in the SEC tournament, where Diubat scored 13 points, was particularly striking for the Wildcats coach. "He punished us," said Pope, acknowledging the direct impact that the player had on his team. "It was not a happy moment for us." This kind of consistent performance against a program of Kentucky's caliber is proof that Diubat has what it takes to be a difference maker on any roster. But what really impresses Pope goes beyond the numbers. He sees in Diubat a modern player profile, capable of adapting to multiple roles within Kentucky's system of play. Defensively, his ability to transition between positions, from guarding the wing to center, is reminiscent of the traits that made Draymond Green an icon in the NBA. On offense, his efficiency in pick-and-roll situations is among the best in the country, something Pope considers crucial to maximizing his centers' potential as decision-makers. With averages of 7.2 points, 5.9 rebounds, and an impressive 46.2% on three-pointers, Diubate has shown that he can contribute both in the paint and on the perimeter, becoming a multifunctional weapon within the scheme. In addition, Pope sees Diubate as a piece that can expand his creative responsibilities on offense. Despite only registering 1.1 assists per game last season, the coach sees room for improvement in that regard, especially considering the dynamic, collaborative style the Wildcats have sought to implement. "He's tailor-made for what we do," Pope said, noting how Diubate can seamlessly integrate into the team's flow of play. His robust physique, with an athletic and explosive body, allows him to be dominant both in physical contact and in opening up space for his teammates. However, what seems to resonate even more deeply with Pope is Diubate's character off the court. The coach was quick to praise the youngster as a person before even discussing his abilities as a player. Diubate's official visit to Lexington last weekend was marked by a symbolic gesture. He brought his father with him, and the interaction between the two left a lasting impression on Pope. "It was incredible to see him take care of his dad while he was here," the coach said, gushing over the family connection that permeates the player's journey. Originally from Queens, New York, Diubate grew up surrounded by strong family values, something Pope deeply values and believes he will set a positive example for the group. This combination of talent, versatility, and character makes Mo Diubate a promising addition to Kentucky. His arrival not only fills a significant hole in the roster, but also reinforces the identity Pope wants to build: a resilient, united team capable of competing at a high level in all facets of the game. As fans eagerly await the chance to see Diubate in action in a Wildcats jersey, it's clear that his presence could be a game-changer for the program. If he can replicate the impact he had against Kentucky last season in blue and white, the Wildcats could be poised to take a significant leap forward in their quest for SEC glory and beyond. For Mark Pope, this transfer portal gamble couldn't have been more of a sure thing. And that's a good thing. What do you think?